Urgent Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because here, we bring you daily videos with the latest Pittsburgh Steelers updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications. Hey, Steelers fans! Today, we've got a story that's shaking the entire NFL landscape, and even more so, it's got some serious implications for our beloved Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, I know what you're thinking, what could possibly be happening that's so big? Well, buckle up, because what I'm about to tell you is nothing short of a game changer, and it's got everyone talking across social media, sports radio, and the NFL rumor mill. And no, I'm not talking about some minor trade or a simple roster move. This is a blockbuster move that's sent shockwaves through the league, and it's bound to influence the Steelers' future in a big way. But before I dive into the details, let me set the scene a little. The NFL offseason has been buzzing with activity, as teams try to position themselves for a deep playoff run, and some franchises are making bold moves to shake up the status quo. The Dallas Cowboys, a team that's been under scrutiny for years, especially with their quarterback situation, has just pulled off what many are calling the most shocking trade of the season so far. They've agreed to send their star quarterback, Dak Prescott, yes, the guy many thought was the franchise's future, to an AFC team, and not just any AFC team, but a serious contender with Super Bowl aspirations. Now, this move has left fans and analysts scratching their heads, wondering what's really going on behind the scenes, and what it means for the Cowboys, the receiving team, and, of course, for the entire league. The Dallas Cowboys, a franchise known for their bold moves and high-profile signings, have decided to part ways with Prescott in what's being called a blockbuster trade. The details of this trade are still emerging, but what's clear is that the Cowboys are looking to rebuild or perhaps shift their focus toward a different strategic direction. Sending away a quarterback of Prescott's caliber is no small decision. Prescott has been a cornerstone for Dallas for several years now, leading their offense with a combination of athleticism, leadership, and clutch performances. His stats over the past few seasons have been impressive, throwing for over 4,000 yards in multiple seasons, with a solid touchdown-to-interception ratio, and most importantly, bringing a winning attitude to the team. So why would Dallas, a team that's often been in the playoff hunt, decide to trade him away? That's the million-dollar question, and the rumors suggest that the Cowboys are eyeing a significant return, one that could reshape their roster and set them up for a new chapter. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. The team that's acquiring Prescott is a team that's been on the rise, hungry for a franchise quarterback that can elevate their offense to the next level. The whispers say that this team is a serious contender in the AFC, a squad with a solid defense, talented skill position players, and a coaching staff eager to take that final step toward a Super Bowl. Imagine a team with a strong offensive line, a dynamic receiving core, and a quarterback with Prescott's experience and clutch gene. Well, that's the kind of recipe that could make them a serious threat in the postseason. But what about the impact on the Steelers? Well, this trade is more than just a story about two teams, it's a ripple effect that could change the entire landscape of the NFL. For the Steelers, this kind of move, if it involves an AFC rival, raises the stakes even higher. It could mean that a team we're competing against for playoff positioning or seeding just got significantly stronger at the most critical position on the field. And as you all know, quarterback is the most vital piece in any NFL puzzle. Having a top-tier quarterback can be the difference between a deep playoff run and an early exit. Let's talk a little about what Prescott brings to the table. He's not just a talented passer, he's a leader, a guy who has shown resilience and growth through the ups and downs of NFL life. From his early days as a fourth-round pick to becoming a franchise cornerstone, Prescott has been a symbol of perseverance and hard work. His ability to extend plays, make accurate throws under pressure, and lead comebacks makes him a valuable asset for any team that's looking to contend. And for a team in the AFC, adding Prescott could mean turning the tide in their favor in the fiercely competitive playoff picture. Now, the Steelers, as we all know, have been building their roster with a clear goal in mind, contending for a Super Bowl again. With a strong defense, led by stars like TJ Watt and Minkah Fitzpatrick, and a developing offense that's been gaining momentum, the addition of a quarterback like Prescott could be the missing piece. Imagine what that could do for Kenny Pickett, our young quarterback who's shown flashes of brilliance but still has a lot to learn. Prescott's experience and leadership could serve as a mentor to our young guns, while also elevating our offense to new heights. It's a scenario that has Steelers fans dreaming of deep playoff runs and maybe even a Super Bowl appearance. But, of course, nothing is ever that simple in the NFL. The league is full of surprises, and trades of this magnitude don't happen without consequences. For one, it'll be fascinating to see how the Steelers' rivals react. Will other teams try to make bold moves to keep pace? Will this trade force some teams to rethink their quarterback strategies? And, most importantly, how will Prescott fit into his new team system? Will he adapt quickly? Will he thrive under new coaching? These questions are what keep fans engaged and the NFL season constantly unpredictable. And speaking of unpredictability, the NFL offseason is always full of surprises. We've seen blockbuster trades before. Think of the Rams trading for Matthew Stafford or the Colts acquiring Carson Wentz, each of those moves reshaping the playoff picture. This latest move involving Prescott could be just as impactful, especially if it leads to a team making a deep postseason run. It's also worth noting that the trade market is heating up, with several teams looking to upgrade at quarterback or bolster other key positions. The NFL is a league where one move can change everything. Injuries, coaching changes, or bold trades like this one can turn the tide in an instant. Now, let's delve a bit into the history of Dallas and their quarterback situation. The Cowboys have always been a franchise that prides itself on star power and big moments. Dak Prescott, drafted in 2016, quickly became the face of the franchise. His rise was meteoric, leading the team to multiple playoff appearances, earning Pro Bowl honors, and becoming a fan favorite. Yet, despite his individual success, the team has faced challenges, especially with injuries and inconsistency on the offensive line. The decision to trade Prescott signals a significant shift, possibly a rebuild or a strategic repositioning to acquire draft capital or young talent. While it's a bold move, it also raises questions about what the Cowboys' future plans are, and whether this move is part of a longer-term rebuild or a strategy to retool for a quick comeback. Meanwhile, the team acquiring Prescott is likely seeing him as a piece that can accelerate their playoff ambitions. Whether it's a team like the Dolphins, Ravens, or another AFC powerhouse, the addition of Prescott makes them more dangerous. Imagine him leading that offense, with a solid run game, playmakers on the outside, and a defense that can keep opponents in check. That's a recipe for postseason success, and it's what every NFL fan dreams of, seeing your team make that final leap, especially with a quarterback who can handle the pressure and deliver when it matters most. Now, let's not forget about the fans. The NFL is a league built on passion, and trades like this ignite debates among supporters. Some fans will see Prescott's departure as a loss for Dallas, a blow to their Super Bowl hopes. Others might see it as a smart move, a chance to rebuild with younger talent or draft picks. And for Steelers fans, it's a mixed bag. Are we going to see an AFC rival significantly strengthen their QB position? How does that impact our chances in the upcoming season? These are questions that keep us talking, arguing, and speculating until the moves actually happen and the season unfolds. And I want to take a moment to highlight what this means for the NFL landscape. The league is always evolving, and trades of this caliber can set off a chain reaction. Teams will scramble to adjust their strategies, and we might see more blockbuster moves in the coming weeks. The NFL offseason is the time when dreams are made and broken, when teams reshape their futures, and when fans like us eagerly await the new chapter for our favorite teams. For the Steelers, this whole situation underscores one thing: every season counts, and every move on the market can have a ripple effect. We're constantly watching, analyzing, and hoping that our team can capitalize on the chaos and make their own bold moves. Our roster is already strong, but adding a quarterback of Prescott's caliber could be the difference between an average season and a deep playoff run. The Steelers have been building steadily, focusing on a strong defense, a balanced offense, and a coaching staff that's committed to excellence. Now, with this potential shakeup in the league, it's more important than ever to stay alert and ready for whatever comes next. In conclusion, folks, what we're witnessing right now is more than just a trade rumor or a headline. It's a story that could define the NFL offseason and influence how the playoff picture shapes up in the coming months. For Steelers fans, it's a reminder that we need to stay engaged, stay hopeful, and keep our eyes peeled for more exciting news. Because, at the end of the day, the NFL is all about those unexpected moments, those dramatic twists, and the thrill of seeing your team rise to the occasion. And who knows? Maybe this move by one of the league's top teams will open the door for the Steelers to make their own bold statement, whether through a draft pick, a free agent signing, or a strategic trade of their own. The future is always uncertain, but one thing's for sure, this NFL offseason is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Pittsburgh Steelers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news.